We are at Lower Meramec Park. We're gonna try to do some casting and then some bait fishing as well. And I'm probably gonna cast with one of the longer poles today with a bigger lure. You know, I think the water's quite a bit higher here than what it usually is. Or there's just like grass more grown in this year. I'm not really sure. But whatever it is, we're gonna try it out and hopefully we can catch some fish. All right, it's been a year since I fished at Lower Meramec. I still think there's some good fish out there, so hopefully we'll just throw this one as far as we can because all the fish are kind of in the middle right now, and hopefully we can get a good one. That's pretty far. Wind's gonna blow it a little bit. Not too much wind today, which is good because I don't like high winds when I'm fishing, but there we go. I know there's probably some Asian carp out there, but they're not gonna bite anything. However, hopefully we'll get a catfish or something. All the fish here are in the center of the river, and I couldn't toss enough with my regular combo, so I actually took out the light reel and put it on my heavy pole, longer pole, to see if this combo actually can toss out further. Yes, it can toss out quite a bit further. Still not where I want it to be, but hopefully I can get something out of this because the other stuff just wasn't really working. I almost got something. Like, I usually hesitate to do something like this because this reel's not really built for heavy action, but I'm kind of desperate for fish right now, so I don't really care. Whatever works, works, right? Got one. Oh yeah, this combo works, baby. Combo works. It's just, I don't know if this reel can handle it. Gotten a couple that have gotten away so far, but I think this one's still on. All right, come on here. Come on. This is how you fish Lower Meramec. There's actually not that many gato fish here, but there's a lot of other stuff here, and it's very interesting. It is snagging season. Hopefully I can see what, I don't think this one's that big. I was hoping for a monster, but I think this one's, there you go, that's what I think it is. Is that an Asian? Did it actually eat it? It actually looked like it ate it. Is that possible? Yeah, it actually ate it. It's a buff. It's a buffalo lord. It actually ate it. It's like right in the mouth. So yeah, the little lures actually work. This one, yeah, it actually ate it. It's like right in the mouth. Ah, that's a decent buffalo. Probably like 5-6 pounds. Not bad. Not bad at all. Buffalo. Ah, look at this. It's a buffalo. I think it's a smallmouth buff. Not the biggest one I've caught here, but I tend to catch more buffaloes here than just about anything else because they, unlike the other fish, they actually tend to bite my shiny little lure instead of get snagged. So buffalo, not too bad. Not too bad. Let's just let this handsome fish go. First fish of the day, and a pretty big one. I have a feeling since I switched the things over now, I'm gonna get quite a few. There you go. There's that buffalo. See ya, buffalo. This place has a lot of buffaloes. I tend to catch more of them with this lure because they will actually bite in the mouth. That one was actually in the mouth. Like, you'd expect like a giant 2-ounce like weighted spoon to snag buffaloes. No, they actually bite these things. I mean, you snag gars and stuff with them, and sometimes an unlucky paddlefish, which you just throw back. But generally, dude, buffaloes will bite these things. Most of the buffaloes I've caught here, they've actually bitten this in the mouth, which is pretty incredible. There's a ton of fish, both for snagging and for catching here. And the spoon isn't a snagging apparatus, so you can use the spoon year round, whereas the snagging apparatus you can only use from September until January 15th, generally. And we are back at Lower Meramec Park today. I think much more fish activity over there. So we're gonna use the same strategy. We're gonna launch a bait rod with worms here because I can see some fish activity there. Eventually I'm gonna buy some minnows sooner or later because I think there's a lot of minnows around here that stuff is eating. Then we're gonna start launching the big kind of silver spoon over there where we caught the buffalo with yesterday. And I think there's a lot more buffalo and other things that'll actually eat that spoon. And maybe we'll snag 1 or 2 things as well. So let's see what we can get. Calm wind, a lot of little fish splashes. That's definitely what I'm looking for. That wasn't that far. but hopefully they're a little bit closer to shore this time because the weather is a little bit warmer. But that's what I'm hoping we get one. All right, after all those casts, I finally got one. You know, they never seem like big ones. I don't know what this one is. There's many possibilities of what it could actually be. I've never caught a monster gar here, but I know they're here. I've caught a couple of big buffaloes. I haven't caught an Asian carp here, surprisingly, but I know there's tons of them here, and this might be one. Oh, it's another buffalo. Look at that. It's another buffalo lord. Just buffalo. This one's a little bit bigger than the other one, actually. Just buffalo after buffalo after buffalo these days. But, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. You know, all these buffaloes are pretty much hooked like somewhere around the head or the mouth. So, essentially, yeah, a ton of buffaloes here. But buffalo lord, I think this one was actually snagged, unlike the last one. But smallmouth buffalo. Would you look at that? This one's quite a bit bigger, maybe like 10 pounds or so, but smallmouth buffalo. All right, another smallmouth buffalo. This one, maybe 8, 9, 10 pounds. A little bigger than the one yesterday, but another smallmouth buffalo. These are the only things I've been catching here lately. Pretty good tasting, but it's a little too big for me to take home. Still pretty lively fish here, as you can see. First fish of today. I'm just gonna lower it slowly into the water and get it upright. Get it upright here. Fish are a little bit lethargic right now because it's winter. There, you see, there it goes. There it goes, there it goes. Into the water. It's problematic in the winter because they're kind of frozen and lethargic, but we got that one out. All right, let's go get another one. Only things I've been catching lately are those buffalo. The other fish, I don't even know if the other fish are moving right now. Makes them really hard to catch. Like you'd expect like an Asian carp or something, but it's pretty much only buffaloes at this point. There's a lot of them though, and some of them can be huge. Although I've never really caught like a massive one here. That one was probably pretty close to 10, but nothing like 20 or 30 here yet. Hoping something will actually bite my bait, but the water is really cold. It's below 50, so fish aren't exactly the most active right now, just why I'm having a lot of trouble catching anything at all. But hopefully we'll be able to get something soon. There's a lot of minnows here though, but no bass is biting this lure, and I've had bass bite this before. I think I got one. That's something, all right. Not sure what. It's swimming. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come to Papa. It's unfortunate. I have fairly weak tackle compared to what I usually have. Because the strong tackle won't actually cast that far out. So it'll be dragging a log in if possible. This one does seem a little bit bigger than the others. Come on. Lightly now. Lightly now. I've not caught anything besides buffalo around here. The drag is pretty tight. It is still 20-pound braid, so I'm not too afraid. And plus, like, half these fish are like freaking lethargic right now, you know. Half these fish are just like lethargic right now. So today's definitely been better than yesterday. I've hit several things. I think a couple of them definitely ate it. This one, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's better than yesterday. Don't like facing the sun doing this, but whatever, man. If it gets a big fish, it gets a big fish. I want to see what type of fish it is. It's like an Asian carp. I'll have to throw it on the shore because I don't want it. If it's a buffalo, I'll let it go. If it's a gar, I'll let it go. If it's anything else, I'll have to let it go. Let's go over here. See what we got. Feels a little bigger than the last one. Is another buffalo? Yeah, it's another buff. There's so many of them here. Oh, it's finally running. But it's a buffalo. I think it's another buffalo. Yeah. Tons of them here. This one's actually hooked on the underside, so you know it's actually snagged. 2 buffaloes today so far. Oh man, one big fish after the other. One big fish after the other. This one's big. This one's probably like a good 15 pounds. Oh, there it is. All right, come here. Come here. Buffalo Lord. And this one's probably like 12 pounds or so. Bigger one, biggest one so far. Another smallmouth buffalo. Man, there's a ton of these around on the Meramec. Pretty nice though, pretty nice. Good look at it there. Some nice buffalo. It's the biggest one of today. Over 10 for sure. But, liberally fish there. All right, buffalo. I know you want to get back in the water. I'm gonna use my pole to situate you. Oh, nope, there it goes. There it goes. Pretty good, pretty good. Another buffalo. Probably like 12, 13 pounds that time. It's really strange that I haven't really gotten any Asian carp. Or like a gar or something. Usually, those are the primary things that people hook around here. I've caught a bunch of buffaloes here myself. I think they actually go after the lure is the thing. Like, I don't know if the gar, I know the Asian carp don't. I don't know if the gar do or not, but the buffalo actually go after the lure and then it ends up hooking them somewhere close to the face, generally. So, I think that's why like this lure tends to hook buffalo a lot more than anything else. Or maybe I just have an affinity for buffalo. I do catch a lot of them on Lake Wisconsin, but that's with corn. But anyways, not a bad day so far today. Catching a bunch of buffalo, well, 2 buffalo, and I think I probably like hooked several more. But let's see if I can get anything before the sun sets. You know what else is weird here? There's usually a ton of freshwater drum here. Even in the winter. And I haven't caught a single one. I usually don't hook those, but they bite worms like crazy, and I have a big ball of worms out there, and they're not biting. They might be over there on the other bend though, because that water is actually slightly deeper over there. But there's a lot of fish gathered here, so I'd be kind of surprised if there was like no drum over here. Kind of strange. This is the exact way I fished for pike back in Wisconsin too, if you guys are wondering. Kind of just like with a spoon, you just kind of let it sink and then suddenly lift, and that flicker sometimes will get fish to bite. It's also a good way to snag fish though. But generally when I fish for pike, I pretty much always get a strike. I think the sun's going down, and it's about to get dark here, so I think I'm gonna go home. And 2 buffaloes today, 1 yesterday. Nothing really. Oh, I got one. I got one just as I was saying something. Oh yeah. Guess we're not going home. Not quite yet anyways. This one's a bit more lively. I think it's small though. Oh, maybe 3 buffalo today. 3 buffalo today. Or maybe this isn't a buffalo. Could be a carp. Kind of fighting like it. All right. All right. Is this a farewell fish? Farewell fish? Come on, fishy. You know you want to be the farewell fish. Oh, yeah. This almost felt like it just picked it up because I wasn't, oh, nope, it's a buffalo. It is a buffalo, so that's the 4th buffalo the last 2 days. I think it's a buffalo. It's like all I can get here these days. I think the rest of everything's like way out in the middle of the river where I can't reach. But this one, a buffalo. It's not a big one though. I haven't seen like a big ass 30 pounder here. But I've caught a lot of them, which is good. There we go. There we go. Another buffalo, but quite a bit more lively this time. You know, in Wisconsin right now, I'd be aiming for walleye and pike while everything's frozen, but Missouri, it's like 55 degrees, so we're pretty good. All right, that's a decent size. Oh, is that a black buffalo? No, it's a smallmouth. Smallmouth buffalo, but that's actually a really large one. I think I'm gonna get a weight on that one because that one actually looks pretty large. Smallmouth buffalo. Nah, it's not like, it's like probably 15 or so. Smallmouth buffalo lord. There you go. All right, probably last fish of the day. Only 11 pounds. Smallmouth buffalo. All right, let's let this guy go and let's head on home. All right, let's head on home. We got this cool little buffalo here. Gonna get him in the water just a little bit deeper than usual. And he goes right on off. He's very lively. See ya, buffalo. See ya, buffalo. All right, folks. Sun is about to set. It's about time to go home. I usually don't stay out that late in the winter to fish, not like the summer. But yeah, I think that was 3 buffaloes today. Hooked several more, but they got away. 1 yesterday, so 4 fish in total. Nothing bit on the rod. I think the water's a little too cool here for a lot of the stuff to, you know, like bite. Surprised I never really get any gar down here myself. Like here I've hooked like 2 paddlefish, bunch of buffalo, and I think I hooked like 1 or 2 gar, but gar are not active right now. And I couldn't get any Asian carp either. But that's gonna do it for this adventure down in the lower Meramec. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Waiting for that warm weather again, and I might be doing some ice fishing in a couple of weeks back in Wisconsin.